Hello friends, welcome to my channel. In this video, we are going to start a series of UX tutorial for beginners. So right now UX is very in demand in all the different industries. So in order to understand UX, you must understand like what are the different steps and how you can accomplish that. And in this video, we are specifically going to discuss design thinking. So as the term specifies that now whenever you are going to design, there is a step of process. The way you think about the design, it is going to change drastically. So we are talking about UX. So whenever we are going to design anything, U is very important, and U is user. So user experience, usability, whatever you are going to do, that is done by keeping your user in your mind. So we will be talking all the steps that are required in order to do a complete UX, whether it is for a website, whether it is for a product. So these steps are important. So these are general steps. So those who want to make their career in UX, they should understand all the process, the design thinking way, how the things are changed. So earlier UI was different thing. Whenever a person was going to create any design, that design was specific to him. But now nothing is specific for the designer. It is for users. So we will be discussing all the steps. So please watch the full video. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please click on the subscribe button so that you get important updates whenever a new video is uploaded on the channel. So we'll start the full process. So different people, they give different steps, but if you compare everything, more or less all the steps are same. So we start with discover or empathy step, where we want to understand what is the exact issue. So whenever we are going to design, we must have understanding. So we are going for empathize. So we do user interviews, we do different types of checks. Then we have user journey, so how a person is doing that a particular task. Then we go for surveys and everything. So the empathize or discover path is whenever we are trying to understand what is the exact problem. So we start from empathize and then we move to define, because after empathize we have interacted with the users. We have the users we were not able to interact, we send them surveys. Then we have user journeys and everything. And now after all the data, we are going to define what is the exact problem, because this definition part is very important. This is the step where we are clear that what is the goal of this particular design. So we go for this define. Then after define, we will go for different ideas, because at definition step, this is very important, because once a UX team goes to the site, it checks everything, it has all the data, and based upon the data we go for the definition that okay, this is what is required for this particular design. So this is called design thinking. And then starts the ideation process, when we are going for different lot of ideas. So there will be like 50 ideas. So once we have different ideas in ideation phase, then we start narrowing it. So narrowing it means there is an idea, we will go for a prototype. So there is a prototype. So it at every step the user is involved. You have a prototype, user will test, user will check, then based upon the user experience, idea will be either it will be good or it will be neglected. Second idea, third idea, fourth idea. So based upon that, we have the idea, we have a prototype, we have a testing. We have the idea, we have a prototype, we have a testing. So it goes like this. So after testing, there will be an idea that will be accepted by all the users or most of the users. So based upon that, we have to go for the final idea, that is going to be your master idea. Based upon that, you are going to implement that design. So after testing, so when I say testing, when I say ideation, so at every step you can see no step is done without user. So user is very important. That is why it's called UX, user experience. And finally we go for implementation of that idea. So when we go for implementation of the idea, we are very clear that at every step we have discussed with the user is connected to every step, and based upon his feedback we are going to implement, and this design is the perfect one. So we don't need to go back and forth. So every step is related, starting from empathize phase where we are going to collect the data, then we are going for define. Definition is very important, because that is the step where you are very clear that what exactly you are going to do, and that is again based upon users, what user have told you in interviews, then your surveys, then your journey maps or everything, and then you start different ideas. So 100 ideas, then filtering of the ideas. So filtering of ideas again based upon your prototyping, testing, and then finally your implementation. So design thinking and design implementation, these are the two main steps. So this is all about design thinking first step. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe, and thank you for watching this video.